So here it is on a rainy Sunday afternoon, and there was a burrito sitting in my freezer. It's been there for a couple weeks now. It was one of the freebies for the weekend from my supermarket. So that's the only reason I have it in there, and I say that's the only reason because I'm not one to eat a lot of frozen food, and also I'm not one to eat a plant-based burrito. But I was telling my buddy that I was having this, and he said, quote, "I want a play-by-play on the plant-based pizza burrito experience," end quote. So, this plant-based, it says unrivaled taste. So we'll see about that. Meatless, sausage-style crumble with dairy-free mozzarella, peppers, mushrooms, and onions in a tomato sauce. It also says that it's non-GMO and meatless and mouth-watering. So here's our first shot of said burrito. I'm gonna cut this in half because I don't know how hot it is, so I wanna, oh boy, it's crunchy. I don't want to burn my mouth when I eat it. Yeah, there's definitely some steam coming from there. So this burrito, you could microwave it or you could put it in the oven. Not a big fan of microwaving things, so I feel like a burrito should be kind of have a little crunch to it, you know what I mean? So it says in the back for directions that you could either put it in the microwave for 1:10 to 1.5 minutes, which would have been the quick way, or throw it in the oven at 400 for 12 to 15 minutes, then flip it and go in for another 12 to 15. So, I mean, it is frozen, so I guess that would explain why it has to go in for so long. So let's take our first look at it. I'm thinking the shell is a little hard. It's only been sitting out for maybe 10 minutes, and I probably needed to cook it a little less. But the shell looks pretty crunchy, soft on the inside from the liquid that's in there. And then, I guess that is the meat. We got, maybe that's the meat. I don't know. We got a mix of stuff in there. I'm going to try the shell first. To me, that's like a big part of a burrito is the shell. Yeah, tastes like a shell. Not too floury. Nice and crispy, I kind of like that. Alright, let's dig into this plant-based filling here, which has onions, peppers, plant-based sausage. Got a nice little looking texture to it anyway. It's actually not bad. I mean, I'm no stranger to meatless burritos. One of my favorite burritos is probably a bean burrito, so yeah, tastes fine. Tastes like, I can taste the pepper, like the bell pepper, and maybe a little onion. I don't taste anything that tastes like sausage. Like if I ate this, well then again, is it supposed to taste like sausage? I don't know. That was more of the shell. Shell's fine. It tastes like a shell. It's not too floury. Alright. Now I'm going to eat this like most people would, by hand all together at the same time, instead of just the filling and the shell separately. And we'll see what happens. It's actually pretty good. It's a solid burrito. I would eat that. I'm not only going to finish this, I would probably get this again. I mean, again, I'm not one to eat frozen food, but just to have it in a pinch somewhere. And it's not, I mean, it's plant-based, so it's got to be somewhat healthy. Like all frozen foods, it has a lot of sodium, so maybe I'd be best off trying to make this from scratch. But here's the funny thing I don't understand. And somebody smarter than me in nutrition can tell me why this is. I notice in a lot of plant-based foods that the saturated fat is not really all that low. Like, I thought the meat provided the fat, and if there was no meat, it should be like, where is all this fat coming from? So I don't know. Hopefully my plant-based friends can tell me that. Dan, if you don't have an answer, I know Alyssa will. I don't know. 18%, 3.5 grams of saturated fat per serving. And it's not that low. And like all frozen foods, there's a lot of sodium. 830 milligrams of sodium, which is 36% your daily intake. But good on protein, 11 carbs. And I gotta tell you, flavor-wise, it's pretty good. I don't taste anything that resembles sausage or meat. So if they're trying to get their plant-based meat to taste like meat, they didn't do that, but I don't think they need to. I think the sauce that's in there and the peppers and onions do a pretty solid job. So, yeah, 2 hands up to the Alpha Burrito Pizza. Pizza flavor anyway. Is it meatless? Yes. Is it mouth-watering? I mean, a T-bone steak is mouth-watering, right? But it's pretty good. So I'd say give it a try. Thanks for watching.